Yo, Kelvin here. The today's story is called "Am I the asshole for not telling my roommate about my large salary when I am aware he's been struggling to pay rent?" Let's see what the context of the story is about, cause it sounds like he's the asshole here. So, I, a 28-year-old female, live in a two-bedroom apartment with three roommates. It is a small. We step on each other's toes sometimes, but it worked for us because we were all in graduate program when we met and needed something cheap. For the last 6 years, we all split rent evenly, and I've been fine with that. Even when they all got jobs and I'm still a resident, I then once asked to adjust the rent. Now, to be honest, I am a very quiet and non-confrontational person, and residency kept me on weird hours, so I didn't speak to them a lot, and they didn't even realize that I finished my program when I did. I also lived on the second floor of our apartment in space of the attic stories that was meant to be an office, so I kept myself and go about my business. Once I became a licensed emergency physician, I was able to find a job in our city relatively quick and started working about 4 months out of residency. I already worked as an EMT for years around this hospital, even in college when I was getting clinical hours for med school, so I knew the ED well and it wasn't hard to get me to get a job there. I still had loans from med school to pay off, so I saw no problem with hanging around and paying my same share of rent, utility, and groceries that I paid for 6 years until I built out savings. Even though I was making more than my three other roommates combined, I am not in a relationship, don't want kids now, and I like my little living arrangement where I got some savings behind me. I was fine until crack hit the fan yesterday. And by some insane broke off bad luck, one of my roommate, a 27-year-old male, was in a car crash and was transported to the hospital by ambulance when I was on the shift. He was fine, just a bit of whiplash and stitch up cut from the broken glass. But while he was in the ED, he saw me and realized I wasn't a resident anymore. Even though he couldn't pin down my exact salary, a quick Google search could tell him that in our city I was making at least double that what my roommates were. He was pissed and told me my other two roommates while I was still at work. So when I came home, they were all waiting for me. He confronted me and asked me what I was making, and I told them that the truth. They all lost their mind at me because I knew that A had been struggling to make his share of rent every month, where I was hurting my money. I listened to what they had to say, but said that I still had loans to pay off and I was going to bed. I was tired after a long shift and I'm aware that I was probably really blunt and cold because when I getting yelled at, part of my job description is just take it with a calm face. This morning, they all been giving me the cold shoulder and thought they haven't talked about me yet. I can feel it coming. I don't know how to address this because I really like our living arrangement and don't want it to change. But I can't help feeling like I am the asshole for not helping A out. So, am I the asshole? Let's read the comments real quick. Maybe it's time to move out. They will be happy when they find out they can pay your rent now. Definitely not the asshole that. Yeah, my first impression for this is like um the author still have mortgage to pay, right? It's not like she's have no mortgage right now, and being a resident physician is a lot of work, and it's not like she just kind of magically made that number. It took her 6 years to get to that salary, and whenever she got that salary, she still need to pay the loan. So it's like you buy a house, right? 200,000, like being a physician, you probably owes about $200,000 in loan. You buy a house for $200,000, you don't live in it. Technically, you have two mortgage, right? The loan and the house, the room that you live in. So it's monthly mortgage, and she is just trying to build out that mortgage and savings account for herself, right? So I think she is definitely not the wrong here because being a doctor in the beginning, like, it's really hard unless like she is being really smart, try to be smart with the money. And a lot of people could definitely just move out, get a bigger room, live on her own, not a single problem. But she decided to save money being a smart person and save up enough money to kind of take care of herself when things go wrong. I think this is a things that young people celebrate. Like when I hear that if I had a daughter like that where she chose to live with roommates, or and she also had the ability to go find a nice apartment and live there and still live paycheck to paycheck. She could do that with her salary, but she chose to live with the roommates, which says a lot about her character because she want to build that future. So yeah, I feel like the roommate that got into an accident, it sucks, but it's not her responsibility to increase the rent. I don't think it's her responsibility because it's her own hard earned money. She worked really hard, go to school to get into med school to get into the programs, to finally get a real job after 6 years, 28 years old to finally get a job, and it took her long enough to get there. So, I think like she did pay her fair share, and to solve this issue, like of kind of the cold shoulder issue, I would just like look for another room. That's what I would do. Like a lot of Facebook Marketplace, they usually offer like pretty good rooms. Like my girlfriend, she rent her one of her rooms for like maybe 400 a month, 400, not including utility. So after utility is only 500. So we only have one roommate right now, and he is awesome. So there's a lot of good rooms out there, and we really enjoy him living in the room. So it's great. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Like maybe just go do like Facebook Marketplace to look for a room, because obviously the roommates, they're not gonna look at you the same. They always think that you're the rich person, live in a small apartment that uh they are not in your league. Like there's a lot of jealousy, So that's what I think about that. So leave in the comment section below what you guys think about the situation. I feel like he is definitely not the asshole here. But they live in a two-bedroom with three roommates, and she also live in the off kind of like an office space, right? That is kind of was supposed to be an office space or a storage space, but turned into her room. So she got the worst room out of the apartment, because it's a two-bedroom apartment, not a three-bedroom apartment. It's a two-bedroom apartment. So in my like, I think like her room might be really really small, not that comfortable, but she's still not complaining because she really want to save money, build out a good future. So I definitely think she is not the asshole here. Leave in the comment section below what you think about the story. And yeah, if you want more of these stories, make sure to get this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. My name is Calvin, and I see you guys next